you've seen the other videos, you'll remember that the air filter had been filled with a mouse nest, and mice had gotten in and eaten part of the air filter. I have looked around for replacement filters, and the only new ones I can find are foam, and I'm worried that that's going to change the air-fuel ratio because the porous rating on the foam may be different from paper. So what I'm going to try to do is I've gotten this new air filter, and I'm going to try to remove the pleated paper out of this new one, and then cut it, and then remove all of the paper from this old filter, and basically reuse the body. So we'll see how that works. So I'm having a little trouble getting the old paper filter off of the actual, like, the filter base inside it. It was epoxied off of there, which is understandable. You know, it was never intended to be separated once it was on there. But I need to get it off of there in order to replace it, either with the paper filter, which I'm kind of trying to do, but I'm having trouble getting that disassembled, or with foam. But either way, this has got to come off. So I'm going to use, I'm just going to burn it off, which a lot of people do. I'm doing it outside, well-ventilated area, safe. I'm going to do it all inside this thing, which burns charcoal briquettes, smoker. And I'm just going to, like, douse it with rubbing alcohol just to accelerate the fire, and then see where it goes. So I managed to get the filter off of the inner housing. It was epoxied on there, and I think the rings were I think this whole thing was epoxied together, so that came off. I'm going to clean it up, and then probably going to use foam. I did get the other paper filter out, but as you can see, it did tear, and I'll see what I can do with that. But first I'm going to work on cleaning this thing up and getting it ready. Okay, I'm slowly making progress. I'm basically just taking an old screwdriver and scraping all of this epoxy residue off of there. I want to get it nice and clean before I try to apply the the new filter, whatever I can go with. It's kind of just tedious more than anything. It makes the recovering of the seat look like a cakewalk, and I think the worst part of this is just that the old filter just reeks of mouse piss, so that's a little treat. Okay, so here is the cleaned up air filter innards. It's not great. I really wish I could have gotten more of this oxidation off. It's one of those times I really wish I had a Dremel, but doing the best with what I've got, which is not too much, except for a dull screwdriver that I probably got at a yard sale. But anyway, I think it's good enough. I'm gonna use some of that sealant to adhere the top of, or this side, back onto the top here, and then just clean it up, and then start looking into a foam filter. I don't think this paper thing, although it was a good idea, it just didn't work out. So we're gonna go with foam. Stay tuned. Okay, so I spray painted the filter body, and I think it looks pretty decent. I tried to clean off as much as I could, and I think you can see where I epoxied the side plate onto that middle retaining area. But I don't know, it looks good for what it is, and I have decided I'm going to get some foam from a company called Unifilter, and then kind of put foam around this. And that foam requires like oil to be added, so I'll do that, make sure that this is nice and snug in there, and then reinstall this and see how the engine runs. That's what it looks like.